Good evening. Good evening. Whoa, we just made that door. Phew. How has everyone's day been? How's your evening been? It is Saturday night. And after what became an epic 10-hour session last night of just everything and nothing, we are back once again after an incredibly warm day here in Melbourne with a little bit of Star Citizen. We're joined by everyone's favourite bogan, the Ginger King, Mr. Argo Hurston, rocking his new duds. I am a little bit disappointed about this suit, from one perspective only. It has absolutely tiny storage, enough to put one water bottle. That's it. Luckily, you can wear some other clothes underneath this to help give you a little bit of extra storage, like the pants, which can hold 4 water bottles. But, like most of the regular jackets, though, that you can store 10 water bottles in them, this one, only 1. Now, we don't have a lot of time tonight, so we can't do too much messing about. Let's get straight on with things. You know how we start every stream here at After Dark? We start with the good old Tim Tam Slam. Now, we have the family pack today, because, you know, why not? It's like double rows, right? It's almost gone. There's only a few left. Oh, that's it! That's it! What is a Tim Tam? I hear people in the chat dying to know. It is 2 chocolate biscuits with a little bit of chocolate in the middle. Then it's all wrapped up in more delicious chocolate. It is a chocolate treat. Well, we're going to turn this into a Tim Tam Slam. We're going to do that by biting off the opposite corners of this biscuit. It's going to expose the inside and allow it to act like a straw. Now, through this biscuit straw, we're going to slurp up our favourite drink. Now, for me today, it's been incredibly warm. It's quite hot in the games room here today, so I have just a regular cold chocolate milk. If you used a hot drink, a warm drink, like a cup of tea, chocolate, you know, coffee, whatever, it's going to melt the inside of this biscuit straw and turn it into a delicious gooey mess. You can shove it in your cake hole and it will be entirely delicious, and you'll have another one. But because I only have a regular chocolate milk, cool, out of the fridge, delicious, it's not going to melt the inside, but it's still going to be just as delicious. Good evening, everyone. By the way, Motherfig, first over on YouTube, Flossie, joining us on Twitch. Motherfig, streaming in both places. It's double dipping. The ninja will still eat half. Well, she has her own packet. There's still another packet in the fridge. Stone Nut, my friend, how are you with the biscuit? Properly prepared. We can now use this, aforementioned biscuit straw to slap up our favourite drink. Ah, boy. And with our biscuit now full of chocolate milk, again, I've just got cold chocolate milk. If you used a hot chocolate, it would melt all of this chocolate and turn it into a delicious mess. Mmm. Delicious. Mac Attack joining us on YouTube. Good evening. Campaign Terrain joining us on YouTube as well. How are you, my friend? The good old Tim Tam Slam. Done and dusted. How we start every stream here at After Dark. And I think there has only been one where we didn't do a Tim Tam Slam. And I'm not entirely sure why. Let me know how we go with the sound tonight. I was watching back the last night's stream on YouTube and it just seemed very quiet. So I pulled the microphone all the way back up to my face like we used to have it. Let me know if it's peaking, if it's, you know, now that we've naffed about with the noise gate and the compressor and all that sort of stuff and just, you know, gone back to simple. Let me know if the if the volume is too crazy. Let me know if it's popping or, you know, we'll just see how we go tonight. All right, here we are, Mr. Argo Hurston. Let's jump on in. Sounds okay. Excellent. Let's get some chill vibes on, because we are here in Lawville, and according to the Life Uncharted quest log, Argo needs to complete 30 minutes of janitorial work. So I thought he's going to get paid $3,000 for this over here at Lawville. I thought, look, let's tick this off while we're here. Then we've got a couple of other quests and stuff that we need to complete. Now, we're going to be running around tonight to different locations looking for quests. Now, we do already, let me bring that back in. We do already in reputation locations for, I think it's Everest Harbour here. We have 7 quest points. We've finished 7 quests here, so we have 7 quest points to spend. And so under achievements and opportunities, I'm thinking I might unlock this one, Junior Contractor. Once 5 side quests at a location have been completed, a Moby-Glass mission of choice can be selected when visiting that location, and that can be used once per game session. So it's, you know, one of those little bonuses that we can start unlocking more contracts rather than them randomly appearing. The more work we do around the place and the more well-known we become, the more likely people are going to be to, you know, offer us work through the contract manager. And obviously, as we spend those quest points, we need to go back and do more quests there so we can earn more quest points to put into other achievements. And I do really want to flesh this list out, this one here. So if you've got access to this document, you can put !Uncharted in the chat, and it will give you access to this document. I do update it from time to time. We are completely up to date now with the quest log. Argo has been paid from previous errands and stuff, and the quest logs that you know, he's completed but hadn't been paid. So we are now sitting on quite a healthy 406,766. There was about 24,000 credits worth of outstanding side quests that hadn't been paid. So we've paid all of those. And because it's a new patch, right, everything has gone back to, you know, normal. So I've got all my, you know, subscriber armor back. I've got all the, you know, well, not subscriber armor, but the Luminalia armor and all that sort of stuff. So we've got plenty of stuff. We could probably sell a little bit more. One other thing that I do want to unlock. Let's get on with our shift. What's the time? It's 9:10. One other thing that I do want to unlock is one of the opportunities, which I think is called It's Only a Rental, which is a new one that I've added in. See, this is the problem now with this new outfit, right? Is that we've got limited space to store stuff. What? Now that didn't work out as planned. So yeah, I want to unlock the ability to rent ships. Now, because Argo's been in Klesha, recently released, you know, he has that whole situation of the Hurstons hanging over his head. And obviously we're here in Lawville. That, you know, the rental agency here, what are they called? I can't remember what they're called. Vantage Rental, I think. No, they don't really trust him. So they're going to send him on a couple of errands, some quests. I think one in the document at the moment is about salvaging some of their wrecks. So customers have taken out ships before and wrecked them. And one of the ways that Argo can rebuild a little bit of trust and a little bit of faith is to go out and salvage those wrecks, because
let's do this thing.
Vantage Rental, you know, they can't have those things just sitting out there in space. They've got to be cleaned up, so they can send out Argo to go do that. He's going to have to do that by hand because he doesn't have a, you know, a salvaging vehicle. Needs himself a work backpack. Well, this is the new uniform, right? When they made these available to purchase over in Pyro, I was like, yeah, these would be great. But otherwise, you know, this is his normal work outfit, plus a jacket, and with that he can carry like, what is it, 14 bottles. And then he does have a suit of armor that he can wear with a backpack. But yeah, I agree, Stone Knight. A backpack would be good. You know what would be super sweet is if this, you know, biohazard suit, like some of the Starwear armor, the clothing armor that you can get at the various settlements, you can have backpacks on those bits of clothing. So if this thing, you know, it's already got... Oh, hang on, wait a minute. It's already got this strap along the back, right? So it'd be perfect on that little buckle there, just to have a backpack mounting point where you could mount like a small backpack, a light backpack. Mr. Jason, how are you, my friend? Welcome in. Wait, there's clothing backpacks. There's some clothing armor. These ones here. Ooh, another bottle. Perfect. Oh, and plenty of bottles here. And some ammo. Let's clean up this mess. $14 rounds in that magazine. So some of the armor that you can get from places like Maker's Mark and Maker's Point and whatnot. This one, for example. This one has this back... This is clothing, right? So technically I can wear this in a space station. That you can put a backpack on. But it's clothing. So, you know, as the Starwear continues to roll out, for example, it's only available for the NPCs at the moment, and, you know, the lootable clothing / armor we can grab from them. As that continues to roll out, it would be super sweet to be able to have, for example, that yellow Mac Flex on this, you know, high-vis hazard suit. Alright, so there's very rarely anything, there's never anything down here. No one ever goes down here. Like, there's so many cool hiding spaces, which I've mentioned before, where you could, you know, put some 1.8 boxes and just hide stuff in there. And leave in the station so other people in your crew or whatever can, you know, come and grab those things. Oh, you know what we do need to buy while we're here? Is some drinks. We're flush with cash now. 400 grand. So, the question at this point is, what ship should Argo expand into? The Vulture, the Nomad, a Cutlass Black, maybe one of the small fighters. You know, do we continue to go, you know, industrial? I just put that in the bin, excuse me. Metaphysical 1, how are you, my friend? Am I muted? I shouldn't be. Unless I have somehow muted myself. I think maybe you might have things muted at your end. That was weird. All good. Stop, Crouch! That's a charity clothes drop-off, Acorn. How are you, my friend? Thank you for joining us here for episode 14 of A Life Uncharted. Okay, so we've got a random mystery bottle that we just can't get rid of. I guess we could put this in our inventory. Discord was muted for you, but YouTube isn't. Aha. Alright, there we go. Oh no, the bottle's back. I don't think it's actually in here. Let's pull this off and put it back on. It's just weird. Okay. Weird. Yeah, so the plan for tonight for Mr. Argo is to complete a couple of missions. We can immediately unlock Junior Contractor up at Everest Harbour. I think we might head up to the spaceport and we'll go head over to one of the offices there and just see if there's any quests available in this area. Because again, if we can bump up the number of quests that we've got access to here, I don't think Lawville. Yeah, we haven't done any quests here at Lawville. We have an active one, but we haven't completed any. If we can pick up some more quests here, maybe do some errands, we'll be able to keep unlocking Junior Contractor at various locations. Again, all of these achievements and everything are all location specific. Again, from that perspective of helping to keep Argo moving around the place. And that one, Junior Contractor, it allows Argo to once per game at the location where he's a Junior Contractor is to go visit that location and be able to select a mobiGlas mission of his choice. And obviously the more locations that we have access to, the more locations that we complete missions at, the more missions we complete, the more mission points we get. And obviously the more mission points we've got, the more we can sink into different achievements in different locations. So that's the plan for tonight, is to adventure around, finish quests. Oh, I did also note, which is very, very good, that we still have all these random bits and pieces. We still have all the random bits and pieces, including the artifacts that I found. Argo short on decorations. No fish tank for Argo, unfortunately. But he's got a holographic banner and a Pico surfboarder dude. No med gowns, but that's okay. We're past the med gown point now. That's really only super required in the beginning, when we're trying to raise up that those initial funds to get quantum drives and all that sort of stuff.
We encourage you to listen with an open mind and a pure heart.
So outside of that, no crazy adventures. I mean, we'll see what happens and what we get up to, but unlike last night's 10-hour marathon, it was so much fun Finally picked up the vulture. My main account is now super poor, especially after, I think after buying the vulture we had 104 grand plus, fuel expenses and repair bills and stuff at the end of that mission. We didn't manage to successfully bring any of the salvage home because Star Citizen did Star Citizen things. And so after all of that, we were at 97 grand, and then I think we paid Argo close to 24 grand, 22 grand, something like that. So my main account now must be sitting on around the 70,000 mark. Which isn't a huge issue at this point because Argo's not earning huge amounts of money from the quest system at the moment. So there's not a huge amount of money that he needs to pay or that he needs to be paid.
Be considerate to your fellow travelers. Do not lock doors.
Metaphysical Bravo on YouTube. I finally got into a working server after about 6 to 7 hours of trying and sold your Taranite today. Whoa, that was mammoth. 6 to 7 hours of trying to log in. I haven't had a bad experience so far today. I've logged in a couple of times to do different things and just get things sorted out. And obviously I needed to go back over to Pyro, so I flew over there earlier on to go pick up some outfits because for some reason they disappeared. I think because they were inside the ship and the ship was reset and sent back to the home. All the stock components are on the ship now. It's not too much of a problem because we have bought all of those in the previous episodes. So, but yeah, it reset the ship with all the stock components, and now I have all the components that I've bought. So I don't know what we do with those, but. So this is the high-vis variant of the biohazard suit. We had a look at a couple of them, the other ones, the other night. But I like this one. It's got that sort of thick sort of texture, like a leathery plastic sort of texture, a leathery sort of rubber texture. It would be cool if it had, a 10,000k capacity instead of 1. Like all the other jackets do, or many of the other jackets have a 10k capacity. Basically allows you to carry a water bottle. Or 10 water bottles. No streamer privilege for you, Meta. I know, I've got to renew my subscription shortly. Otherwise I'm going to be in a world of pain. Maybe Argo can sneak into the TDDs when he's doing his janitorial duties, right? Because he'd legally be able to be there, right? No one would question what he was doing there. He's cleaning up, right? He's a janitor. So whilst he's there, cleaning up, he could do a sneaky trade here or there, sell a little bit of RMC. Dogs13, how are you, my friend? Welcome in. I hope you've had a wonderful day, or you're waking up to a wonderful day. A lovely super chill session tonight with everyone's favourite bogan, the Ginger King, Mr. Argo Hurston. And what a wonderful way to start the stream off, but with a quick janitorial shift, which we picked up at the end of the last episode, but we sort of ran out of time to do the shift. So, not a bad way to start. Quick half an hour run around, and just help tidy the place up, earn our paycheck. And earn a little bit of reputation for the Hurston family here in Lawville. All I needed. I say customs and information. Let's go check with these guys what quests are available, if there are any. Hello.
Something I can help you with?
Yes, please. I'd like a room.
Sorry, I can't help you.
Okay. Side quests. Any missions available? Been 2 different missions. Okay. What's the mission? Moby Glass. Accept a bounty hunter contract from the Moby Glass. This is not added to the quest log. Okay, sweet. We shall do that. What is the next mission? Oops, my bad. Which mission? You're not the boss of me. Accept any Moby Glass mission must be completed as a matter of priority. This is not added to the quest log. Well, for the whole point of trying to do some quests here is to earn reputation. And we can only earn reputation if they're added to the quest log and we earn the rep for them. But I won't say no to some Moby Glass missions. We have to select a bounty hunter. So we'll do this VLRT. That might fail, but you know, that's alright. And a mercenary. Assist in defending site. So let's do this one. Perfect. Now this needs to be completed as a matter of priority. Oops. So what's the time? We've got 12 minutes left on our shift. You must find an item every so many minutes, or you're auto caught. Ah, yeah, okay. For sneaking into the TDD. Well, not sneaking in, but using the TDD while he's, on a shift. You can ask for a room. Yeah, you know, there's still some of those NPCs that you can interact with that I'm sure at some stage, you know, had some sort of function or purpose. But as of right now, obviously, not fitting their role anymore. That guy may have been over at, is it L19? The habitation and accommodation tower here in Norville. There's an office down the bottom. He may have been there at one stage and you could go there, just like you can to the medical facilities, except you use the terminals now instead of talking to the people. You could have gone there and said, hey, listen, I need a room. One of the things I do want to do with the Life Uncharted is exactly what Metaphysical was saying there. You could always ask Mr. New Deal for a job. Is at each of these locations, and this is where the achievements things comes into play. So once I do, 5 quests or errands or whatever, once N criteria is satisfied, I can unlock the Vantage rentals. When I do enough errands or quests for New Deal, maybe it unlocks, a Moby Glass mission once per game session. That type of stuff, so that I can go to each of these destinations, and we do have them all, here in our logs, all locations. So here are all the ones at Lawville. L19 Habitation Office, the Administration Office. The Administration Office also has a Covalex and Cargo Terminal, which might come in useful. Tammany and Sons, the production pod. That's downstairs near the hospital. Has the main terminals, reclamation and disposal. Then there's different locations within McIntyre's and Victor's Bar, M&B the bar there. There's the office. There's an office around the back. There's the bar. Then there's a pool table. All of these different places. The Customs Information Office, Lost and Found. The New Deal Sales Office, the front counter, all the different perimeter gates have their station, their garages. Each gate also has a Customs and Information Office and a Covalex Cargo Terminal. And then Easy Hab up on Everest has how many different locations? 7? The foyer, the desk, and then 5 different floors. So there's lots of different places to try and incorporate into the mission system. Alright, we got 8 minutes left on our shift, but this quest needs to be completed as a matter of priority, this one. So let's go climb aboard the good old Archie bunker. And we'll get ourselves suited and booted for a little bit of combat. You'd love more interactivity with the verse meta? Yeah, exactly. Right now it's kind of dead. Yeah. And so that's the whole point of A Life Uncharted, is to imaginate all these things and, you know, play them in my own way whilst, you know, the game continues to be developed and, you know, expands and grows and all these functions and features and things come into play, which isn't going to happen for years. But in the meantime, I can kind of do that myself. Alright, let's get that ship up and, you know, on its way. Let's leave this here. Let's get suited up. I think we'll wear our Morozov heavy armor. I will need an undersuit. That one looks good to me. This one, a backpack.
Quest? I'm already on a quest.
I'm already on a quest. Those. Alright, we'll put this backpack on. Who played that? Metaphysical. Right, we'll pick up a quest in a minute. I really need. I've mentioned this so many times now. I really need to figure out how to. Oh, we have no ammo. This is a problem. This is a problem. We gotta go back to Tammany and Sons. I've got to figure out what to do with the quests from Twitch, right? You know, when some... Good old Argo falling down every time he gets changed. Oh yeah, what we haven't done so far is pay all of our fees. So, 2,000 for our mortgage, 1,000 for our insurance premium, and 400 for a rail pass for the session. 3,400. You go up to Everest for ammo. I know, but we're already here. Let's quickly get changed. We'll stick some clothes on. That'll do. Yeah, suitably attired. Let's move at an accelerated pace. We'll quickly run back to Tammany and Sons. No, that's the wrong one. That's the right one. We'll go back to Tammany and Sons. We'll grab ourselves a bunch of ammo. I don't think we've got any med pens. Actually, we should check our... I don't think... Yeah, med pens and stuff always go for in patches, don't they? So... And we've got funds. Are you in funds, sir? And then I think we'll take a couple of crates with us. So we can do a little bit of looting. Let's just quickly check here. We should have heaps of utilities. Yep, heaps. Lovely. Alright, ammo and med pens.
Trespassing or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense.
In the latest version of the hotfix, which came out earlier today, I haven't had any issues with the trains, which has been fantastic.
Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
So I am playing on the hotfix version.
Next stop, Metro Center.
What is that at the bottom of my hot chocolate? Some chunky goodness that must have been in the cup.
Metro Center. Please watch your step when disembarking the train.
Alright, we'll just keep an eye out for anything that we can pick up along the way, and we'll just tell the supervisor that we had to clock off a little bit early, but you know, before I left I did manage to find a few more bits and pieces as I was getting ready to leave, so they won't be entirely too disappointed with me. Oh yeah, let's whilst we're here, let's tick that off. Because again, every janitorial job that we do earns us reputation at Lawville or Everest Harbour.
You are fined 1 credit for a violation of the verbal
For
morality.
insubordination. What do you mean insubordination? I did my shift. I'm doing my duty. Had to clock off a couple of minutes early. By the time we do this little run around, yes, I'm out of uniform, but I'm still, you know, I'm still working. We would have clocked off, what, 2 minutes early, maybe? I mean, we technically have 2 minutes left on the shift. And you can't tell me that, you know, when you've had a shift, you haven't used some of that shift for personal time. Come on. Come on. A couple of med pens more we'll find along the way.
All quiet here.
It is
All
quiet,
round
isn't
here
it?
is normal. Moving on to the next area.
I am moving on to the next area. Thank you. Yep. It's all quiet here.
Welcome to the Maria Pure of Heart Hospital, a non-profit medical facility dedicated to improving
So you're
the health
breaking
of
the
all
uniform
members of
code
the
then?
Hurston Dynamic family
No, I
of
clocked off early, man.
community of Lorville
Look.
since 2889.
Mate. Look. So you want another fine? That one would actually probably be legitimate because, you know, I guess we could have put our uniform back on to, like, just jog through the last couple of minutes of this shift whilst we were on our way to go do some shopping. Working without appropriate PPE, logging that in Oscar. That's true. Who knows what sort of hazardous materials that could be around this place. Alright, so we picked up ourselves some med pens. Now, we've got all different sorts of weapons, so I think we shall get a variety. Let's get some P4 ammo.
You are fined 1 credit for a violation of the verbal morality statute.
On your Moby while working? I can be on my Moby. Come on, man. FS9 ammo. Let's grab a couple of these. They're pretty expensive. We'll just grab 5. I think that's really all we should need. Everything else we can find along the way. That's called time theft. Look, it's called work-life balance and, you know, taking care of, you know, my mental health, which I guess here at Hurston they're not super keen on. But you know, what can they do about it, really? They can get Twitch chat to find me. Alright. Let's move with haste. And now, just to keep the supervisor happy, I did see something sitting up on one of these rails on the way back in the spaceport. We'll grab that and put it in the bin before we head out.
In her book, Dynamics of a Mindful Life, Maria Hurston encouraged all patients.
Good afternoon, Rhino. How are you? Joining us up there on the old YouTubers. Alright, maximum speed, full acceleration, velocity set to maximum.
Hurston Security reserves the right to search travelers at any time.
You good, are you? Excellent. Insurance isn't paying if that bottle is filled with acid. Crouch, you think OHS is a joke? Sometimes. Sometimes.
Next stop, Tisa Spaceport.
Especially when you have to put on that special glove and fill out the book for when you use the staple remover tool. With that little clicky clicky thing. You've got to put the special glove on and stuff so you don't get pinched. You think repetitive strain injuries are a joke, Crouch? Yeah, do your exercises properly and you won't get repetitive strain. If you work at a computer, make sure you stand up every 15 minutes.
Fellow travelers, do not block doors.
Have a little bit of stretch, move around. People just not taking care of themselves, man. Watching this stream gives me repetitive strain injuries. It's mentally fatiguing, that's what it is. Alright, let's go. Full speed. Now, the one that we have to do as a matter of priority is the bunker. The bounty we can do later on. Now that thing that we're going to pick up is right here. Safety is a joke and I think the world should burn. Crouch 2025. I did not say that. I simply read it from Twitch chat. Alright, let's go. Yes? No? Okay, next one. Yes? Okay, let's go. No. No, let me out! Oh, we're gonna get repositioned. Or shot. I think we'll just come back around to the spaceport. Yeah, okay. Looks like we might have a problem with the elevators. You get a chocolate too. Yeah, nice cold chocolate. Right, so this one might actually work. Elevator situation. Uh-oh. Crouch is being punished for leaving early. His lift access has been revoked. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Houston. Houston, we have a problem. So that's 3 hot fixes they've done for elevators now. Along with other things, but you know. They've mentioned elevators in every hotfix, patch, update, note things. I mean, I don't think the world would be disappointed if this was simply a loading screen. Sit here, click on where you want to go, the game loads you into that environment, just teleports you there, and then the door's open. You know, no one's going to know it's a loading screen. We can't actually see what's going on here. Mr. Roberts. Alright, let's... Oh, that's a bummer. Because we'll lose the missions.
I used to think all those old timers were spouting nonsense, but I swear, this old scar of mine is just something fierce when I'm stones about it.
There's not much we can do. The problem with picking them again is they may not be there. So you want to fill our thumb twiddling game with loading screens? Are you sick? I know, I'm very disturbed. Ronnie, what are you saying, mate? Sorry, call shit from Aesop and store it before you go to hangar. Oh, that's a very good idea. Let's see if that works.
Welcome to the Aesop Vehicle Retrieval Systems. Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. You'll please visit us again. And welcome to the Aesop.
You recommend storing it, hey?
The vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Please visit us.
Must not pin taunting comments on the stream chat. What's that about? Let's see if I have a hangar. There we go. We're off on our way. Good suggestion, Rhino. I forget about the Aesops now because I just always go to my hangar, right? Admitting how attempted I am to abuse my power. There we go. Alright, let's get the ship up.
Welcome to the Aesop Vehicle Retrieval. Your vehicle has been delivered to the... Please visit us again.
Let's get changed. Now the ship is not prepared, so we're going to have to chuck a bunch of stuff now. Back. So we need that. Let's grab ourselves this. Let's grab ourselves one of these. Let's grab ourselves a med pen and a med pen. Let's grab ourselves some ammo. Just on our belt should be enough. I think 8 rounds. We'll just take a little bit of extra just in case things get interesting. Weapons. What attachments do we have? Probably not very many. Let's grab a P4. We'll stick this on it. Any attachments that we might have? Not really. Let's grab a pistol. Alright, we need to grab some clothing. We need some drinks. We need some clothes. That'll do for the moment. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. 300 points to Rhino. It's really, you know, disappointing that we can't award, you know, channel points on Twitch. Oops. Okay, let's get changed before we go anywhere. Put everything away.
You are fined 1 credit for a violation of the verbal morality statute.
I'm not flying anywhere, man. I can sit down in the seat. It's got to be flying, man. It's got to be flying. Got to be flying. Alright, let's get changed. That'll do. Fine! Yeah, it's got to be flying. Oh, hang on. We should grab some boxes, hey. Oh, to do that, let's reposition the ship. Make it a little bit easier. Grab our loot boxes. Oh, stuff it. There's only 2 boxes. I think we've got 2 1 SCU boxes and a 2 SCU box. Now, sadly, the 2 SCU box bounces around quite a lot, so I think we'll just take the 1 SCU boxes. Let's go. This is his best Muttley impression. If you don't know who Muttley is, you should be sad. I guess I'm sad. Alright, let's go. Alright, missions. I guess the missions aren't really going to expire, right? Somebody might kill that bounty up near the weapon testing facility, but... Alright, let's go. So... So let's get some cruise control underway. Where are we going? Rufus.
I can feel your arms around me, and your spirit fill the sky. In every breath of mercy, everyone that I don't deserve.
Pop culture is sadly very sad. Alright, we're off to a good start so far. You know, clocked in that janitorial shift, got that ticked off. That's adds a little bit of progression to my reputation over at Lorville. Like to pick up a few more quests there. I think once we've finished 5 quests there, we'll use those 5 quest points to invest into a junior contractor position there at Lorville. We'll be able to unlock it at Everest as well, so when we go to sell these boxes, we'll go and unlock our junior contractor role there, which will again allow us to select a Moby Glass mission when we visit Everest Harbour once per game. So I think basically what I'll do is here, you know, in the reputation tab, right? You have like the applicant, tracker trainee, associate tracker, security trainee, junior security contractor. I'll just put different sorts of levels in like this, and those levels basically, you know, unlock Moby's Glass missions, or, you know, other bonuses or other things in the game. You know, like a 1 hour mining session, you know, a 1 hour vulture session, so that we can still have the opportunity to do these things when we really want to be able to do them, simply by earning enough quest points to unlock that achievement, but limiting the scope of it so, you know, Argo can't go salvaging for 4 hours straight, you know, and 1.5 million credits. Look at this stalker. Argo Hurston Rescue Services. How the hell did you just change your name like that? It's just trolling me. That's all that is. That's just a troll. Alright, let's go. Imagine if there's another player flying around and they see like a ship fly past that says Argo Hurston Rescue Services. Well, I guess they wouldn't know who Argo Hurston is, so they just think that somebody's named their ship Argo Hurston Rescue Services. How the hell did you do that, man? And it's nighttime too, man. And we have no reshade hacks. Am I on top of a cactus? Yes, we're on some plants. That's more plants. Oh, that'll have to do. Can't be sad, you're a Stargate fan and that's worthy of greatness. Such a good show. Alright, let's go. Difficult to tell if it's a guard or not. That's not a guard. Oh Jesus, it could have been an executive guard, right? What the hell? Those shots were coming from the ship. There's somebody else here. The dude's on top of the ship! He's on top of the ship! They're freaking using the ship as shielding cover! Amazing! You see that body slide off the ship? Incredible. Oh, I love he's got one of those expensive vests on too. Incredible. Come on, loot button. Alright, what happened? Just did a hostile bunker, died, spawned in a terrapin, went back, and 3 guards were on the elevator when I called it up. Amazing. I can't wait until they can move up and down elevators. It's going to be so good. The music is pretty relaxing, isn't it? This music is so relaxing. Pass the tea, please. Oh, another one. There's an extra 5 grand. Let's bring our boxes with us. It's not exactly combat music, is it? I want to know how that dude got on top of the ship. pretty impressive. I don't think they were intentionally using it for its shielding, cover, but nonetheless, it's still pretty epic. Alright, let's put this one over here. It is so sweet that we can now simply go into the inventory in a large backpack, just grab the undersuit and drag that dude's whole, suit of armor in. What? Why is it not working? Oh boy, ignore what I said. Did he leave a rifle behind? It's a big girl from Ipanema, but in a nice way. It's nice just to have some chill music on. Run around, do a few things. Platty, how are you, my friend? That's the store roll container. We want to loot this dude. Maybe because his armor was too big. Alright, let's go into the bunker itself. 46% remaining. I really wish they'd make these doors half a foot wider. Oh my word! Let's get the other box while we're up here. It's, given that they're a nightmare to bring in and out. Rather have it there than have to worry about needing it and time limits and all that sort of stuff. Alright. You have 666... I can't put this tool away. And I cannot equip a gun. There's somebody out there. Thank you, Rhino. Argo Hurston stalking service. That's what that is. Octopus Imaginations. How much is a rock these days? I think it's 186 grand. 168 grand or something like that. Man, there's a lot of these vested dudes around. Unnecessary. No, just get out of this inventory screen. What are you trying to do here? Three vest dudes. It's another 7.5 grand right there. Another vest dude. It's not exactly the best timing to be doing this, but you know. Whilst that dude's busy down the back. Dude, you're gonna get shot in a minute, man. Ah. What are you doing? Why are you bringing all this stuff back here? Where's my boxes gone? What is he doing? No, oh no. He's chucking it all back down here. I am on hotfix. I'm playing on the hotfix octopus. Of course there has to be inventory issues, doesn't there? Maybe I should just kill the last dude, so I don't always have to be sort of peeking over my shoulder. We do get a half-hour, countdown. My backpack is empty. Okay. Lost track of which box is what. I think we're filling up 2 different boxes. Yeah. Hopefully we do manage to fill up 2 boxes. That'd be awesome. To a CU of loot. That'd be cool. Who's the other dude? That's Acorn. The stream angel. The stream stalker. Who's either changed his name or the name of his ship to the Argo Hurston Rescue Services. Wait, I want... Oh my god. Akon, stop bringing everybody over here, man. I do not want all of these bodies here, man. It complicates everything so much. There's a big lag spike. Yeah, that's one thing that I have noticed. Is that the servers are really just sloppy. Slow and... This is the last dude we want. Nope. I like how the bodies make noise. Ah! Ah! Alright, there's still one dude left. Alright. No! I think that last dude's hiding out in the offices at the back. He's too afraid. Hey Acorn, can you hear me in the game, man? VoIP is broken again, is it? Or is my microphone just not working? So I could hear people talking yesterday. How'd you kill that last dude? The only place that I've found to sell pistols so far is at Area 18 at Cubby Blast. Which is why I never really worry about them too. What's going on? Video games don't cause violence. Lag causes violence. Oh, Acorn, try and access the box. Can you access the box now? Has shared store roll boxes been fixed? Oh, they have been. That's awesome. Take those, take that. We can sell those. This dude's jacket. Alrighty. I think that is everything. Everything we want to sell goes in the box. It is 83% full. Where's the other box gone? Let's grab everything out of that box. Let's see what fits in here. 89%. Nothing else, eh? Yeah, I have no idea. Metaphysical. 1 minute it said Dark Acorn, and the next it had been changed. I don't think there's anything else here worth taking. I mean, we could grab the pants and all that sort of stuff just to fill the box up, but there's little point. Let's go. Alright, Acorn, we're done in here, man. Alright, so we got almost an SCU of loot out of that bunker. Now, it might make sense to go and sell that first before we... Nah, let's just go do this bounty. Oh, straight through the outside door as well. Yes, sweetheart? Has it? But we watch Harry Potter on Stan. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. Where's he taking that box? There it is. was going to say it might be worth a quick run around the building just to check if there's any other bodies around, but there's not normally guards on the outside, so I don't see why there'd be anyone around the other side of the building. Right, that's the empty one. Put that on the bottom. Alright, Argo, nice little bunker. That's paid us nicely. 44 grand, plus we're going to get, 45 grand from the loot, maybe. Now we've got a ship bounty to do, excuse me. Alrighty. Whilst we're here, let's just jab ourselves with one of these. Beautiful. Alright, let's get changed. Now, I wonder if that bounty is still active. It is a VLRT. Hurston Weapons Testing Site above Eta. Alright, let's go. 24 grand for this mission. No, I don't think we should have too many troubles. We only do have the 2 size 2s, but it's probably already long gone, man. Who the hell knows where he goes or how he gets there. Like he said, he's a space wizard. I'll never not find new and innovative ways to troll Crouch. The name of the ship was great. So we've got a mission to finish for Pinewood. We need to collect 3 relays. So to do that, we need to find ships outside of armistice zones around outposts. I really don't want to go inside the ships at these bunkers, simply because that causes all sorts of problems with your whole trespassing situation. So we might stop off at a couple of outposts and stuff. We need to... we should have taken note before we left about what other bits and pieces that we need. I think we need 1 more Heart of the Woods to complete Mother's Secret Cure-All, which is a side quest we have over at Edmund. And then we'd need pretty much everything for Don't Mix Them Together. It's so funny because they're like 2 opposite brews, right? Mother's Secret Cure-All. The Golden Medmans, the Heart of the Woods, and the Oza, they're all good, healthy things for me. And then Don't Mix Them Together are all poisonous. Sunset Berries, Blue Bilva, and Pingala Seeds. So I think we need all of those. Both of those missions are out of Edmund. We've done our janitorial shift over at Lawville. That gives us some reputation points at Lawville. So we'll finish up this. Oh, we've got a... Did Metaphysical give us a Moby Glass quest? And I got sidetracked as I always do. So the quests that get triggered by Twitch chat. Now, sometimes they're triggered at the most inopportune moments. So we've got a couple of options here. And given that the Moby Glass contracts aren't really working properly and not all of them are available and there's still issues there, this is part of the situation. So I had thought the whole thing behind the quest, I'm already on a quest over on Twitch, was that, you know, when someone uses one of those, spends their Tim Tams on that option, that would become an immediate quest that I'd have to just, whatever I'm doing, you know, within reason, that would be the next thing that I do. So if I'm in the middle of a bunker, then we finish up the bunker and then, you know, we go do that next quest. But the whole thing was someone fires up that quest on Twitch and then I immediately have to go into the Moby Glass and accept the quest. But sometimes they pop up when I'm in deep space, where there's no quests about. We still got a little bit of time to go for this guy. So let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 options at the moment. Let's get a D4. What category do we get to pick from? Category number 2. Oh, it's another mercenary contract. Assist in defending site. Yes. Over to Tompkins. Alright, we're making cash buck dollar money reviews tonight. We're having a proper Star Citizen session. This is very un-Argo. I'm going to have to pay some taxes on all this money he's earning. I was thinking about that last night, actually. I think we might have discussed it during the stream. That when Argo is finally rich enough and has unlocked the ability to salvage and rock mining and stuff like that, that sort of gameplay and the amount of money you can earn from that needs to be restricted. So definitely a maximum amount of time that he can spend doing that. So for example, when you know, we end up with a janitorial shift, it's half an hour of janitorial shift. So maybe, you know, when he gets an opportunity, because he won't be able to go salvaging whenever he wants. That's just way too easy. Those circumstances, he'll have to come across those conditions in his gameplay. Will be time restricted, right? So for an hour, he can go rock mining. For an hour, he can go salvaging. But then in an hour, you can still earn a reasonable amount of money. Certainly salvaging, you could easily do 1.5 runs in a vulture. So not only is it going to be, time limited, but I think there might have to be some heavy taxes involved in the beginning until he levels up the reputation there. And to you know, lower his taxation. 44 SCU in a fortune. It just sounds like a massive pain in the ass. I haven't used a fortune, but just having to EVA out and bring boxes in and then go back out and get another box and bring it in and go back out and get it. That just seems like a nightmare to me. As I've said, I can totally see the fortune in group gameplay. A couple of fortunes just spewing out boxes and, you know, cargo ships just cruising around picking them up. Something like a Zeus with a pilot and a tractor beam operator, and, you know, they're just grabbing boxes off the fortunes and throwing them in the back. It's easier than I think. I don't know, it just seems like a drama to me. Alright, let's clean up this guy. Oh, that's a massive asteroid. And we've got no more reshade, man. We've got no more reshade. Bill Brunk. Where is he? What's he in? Whoa, lock target. Betray.
I am listening, Commander.
Lock target.
How can I help? Certainly, Commander.
I'm not getting any pips. That's a big problem. I noticed that in the patch notes, something about pips not working. We might need to bail on this. There's no way I can fight him like this without pips.
No time to panic.
No, it's just time to bail, that's what it is. Skill issue. Get fucked, man. I'm not gonna deal with that shit. Yeah, I don't know what... I can't remember what I saw in the patch notes about the pips not working, but it's specific types of weapons. So it might be the attritions that I've currently got on here. I can't quite remember what they said. But the hotfix was supposed to fix it. Which is what the hotfix this morning was for the pips. Specifically for the pips. Still got all his shields up. There's no red on him. Maybe his pips aren't working either. Yeah, I think I'm going to bail on this. He's not doing a huge amount of damage to me. The only thing I'm worried about, what I'm more worried about is him ramming me. Normally that little box has like a arrow on it too, which sort of indicates the direction in which his velocity is currently heading. So you can kind of aim in front of him a little bit. Oh, now we're getting into asteroid territory. Shields are still up. No red components. After this, I might check the patch notes, because I did change. The ship does originally come with badges, but way back in the beginning of the series, when the ship didn't have any weapons, we bought attritions. And I don't remember what the patch notes specifically say about the pips. But if we can swap out the badges. If we can swap out the badges for the attritions, then we'll do that. If it's just the attritions that's having the problem. Doesn't look like we've got anything in the red at the moment. Mustn't forget that we're in an asteroid field. But neither does he. So who knows how much longer this could go on for. Oof. Before one of us crashes into the other. Where did he go? Who's behind me? Yeah, we got a big problem. He's ramped up his game. Let's get out of here. Underwater airplanes. How are you, my friend? Underwater airplanes. Don't land at a station as all the elevators are not working. Lone Star Bandit. How are you, my friend? Noob here. Is it normally this bad? Been wanting to get this for a while now and just did 3 days ago with my friends and been nothing but problems. Look, the game's normally in some state of, you know, naftness. Toggle radar power off, on. Or it says use precision targeting. Yeah, you know, sometimes there'll be patches where things just you know, aren't fantastic. Mission objective marker. So normally in each patch there'll always be something that isn't really working properly, and then some things will be perfectly fine. Let's try some of these things. We'll try the precision, this one here, and we'll cycle the Hurge Quirtlers, what's it called? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get... how far away is he? 635. Stuff that. We've got other missions to do. I'm not flying 635 kilometers to test out to see if the pips are working. Let's go do this other contract that's actually going to earn us some cash buck dollary dues. And will work. 44 grand for the contract, plus whatever loot we manage to get away with. And we'll quickly, I'll bring up the patch notes which are on Discord, just so I can see what they were saying about the pips. Official news updates. Here, this one here. Weapons on gimbals on gimbals. Under pilot, we're not getting proper weapon grouping and thus not getting a pip. A fix has been put in place to help with this. So maybe I could get rid of my gimbals because this doesn't seem to be working, this fix that they've put in. So it's weapons on gimbals on gimbals. Are they saying that gimbaled weapons on gimbals? So far, after uninstall the live and reinstall the hotfix, seems to be better. About to be up 150k in less than half an hour. Get some! Alright, let's go. Once we've done this bunker, we've got some other side quests and stuff that we need to get on with. We're going to head up to Everest, obviously, to go sell the loot that we're going to take out of the bunker that we just did before. And then this one. Plus, we need to go unlock the junior contractor rep level up at Everest Harbour so we can get access to Moby-Glass missions when we're there. Have I tried turning the mower on and off again? Of course it's darkness. Of course it's darkness. That's right. Did make the other one a little bit more interesting, right? And I'll have to find out why my reshade's not working. If they've just stopped. I don't think they ever supported it, but they might have now made it not possible to use reshade. Maybe they watched some of my streams where I was saying it's a feature that you get when you spend 25k or more. And they're like, actually, we should put that in. Next week there'll be a marketing ad for spending 25k to get night vision. He quantumed through the planet, Acorn. That's not nice. That's not good. Yeah, so who was asking? Lone Star Bandit. It's certainly not the best patch that there's been. It certainly is having its moments right now. Like that one, quantuming through the planet is not something that we really want to see happening. You know what? We might land over around the corner here. we have landing gear down? No. Alright. Let's suit up. We might quickly have ourselves a beverage. So one of the boxes is 89% full. You went on a nice tram ride through the atmosphere. Can I please drink that drink? That'd be amazing. I took my helmet off. The song is called Fallen Leaves by Pawan Krishna. Music's been super chill tonight. Alright, so there's no Argo Hurston security services or rescue services on standby. We're gonna have to be careful. Alright. Let's turn the lights off. Those little purple helmets that they wore, the purple beanies that they wear, really gave that dude away. Alright, so that's the full one. Let's go chuck that up there. Look at him coming to check his friend! Ah, sucker! Let's grab this dude's gum. It's the only thing he's got that's of value. Let's turn away our giveaway possession light off. You went to Kessler with your brothers, not sure why. I guess I was a stowaway and he was smuggling me, trying to do a cargo run together in his Avenger. That's sweet. Reshade's working for you, Acorn. Maybe it's just my reshade has gone a little bit skew-if, which is a technical term, obviously. Lighting is crazy right now. Vinexny, how are you, man? Crazy good, though. No, I might need to reinstall it. Okay. So one of them is 90% full, so I don't think we're going to get both of these full, but we'll at least get one of them full, the other one maybe half full, 60% full. Reshade is so nuts, I haven't touched it in about 2 years, it's so good. It still works on all the patches somehow. It's so good, man. Yeah, I must check and see what's going on with my reshade.
I'll take you anywhere. Just tell me I'll be there. We don't need a plan. I like it unprepared. Whatever comes our way, we'll stay there for the day. So dream away.
Alright, let's go. Re-pull those ammo clips while we're going down. I need to freaking get rid of this pyramid gun. I wish there was a way to have them on separate keybinds. There probably is, given that Star Citizen has 4,369 million bloody keybinds.
So dream away.
I like those guys in the vest, man. 2.5 grand that vest is worth. Add another one to the pile. I want another one. Well, there's $10,000 worth of vests right there. Press V for the multi-tool. Oh no, I've bound that to my helmet. I bound the V key to remove my helmet. Because when I did that, it mustn't have been used for anything. It's a secretly listed keybind that only Space Wizards know about. So those dudes are back up outside. Alright, so got some relative peace and quiet here. This is the one that's 91% full. Alright, so let's work on this box first. Grab all these guns while we're in this dude's inventory. Beautiful. Get rid of you, get rid of you. This guy's vest. This guy's vest. What's that on the ground there? $99% full. Beautiful. Beautiful. Any guesses on the cost of that box? Dude, you should see the rubbish bins in New Babbage. They recycle, do they? What do they produce? Do they produce anything? I'm gonna grab all of that guy's gear. Somebody has derobed here. Alright, we'll go have a bit of a look around upstairs. No, they just have two different receptacles for rubbish. They're color-coded. We'll grab that. We'll grab these weapons on the ground. Just get our box up here. $21% on our second box. Very nice. There's a executive guard over there. Oh, this guy does have a multi-tool. The multi-tool we can take, right? That'll be worth a little bit. 240 credits or something. No loot boxes back here. Let's grab this BR2. Alright. Nope, wrong box. Now, I don't think the guard, even that executive armor, is going to be worth anything. Again, because it's Hurston Dynamic Security, they're not going to buy their own weapons back. Their own armor back. And I've got a couple of sets of it already. Now, Argo does need it to be able to sneak into the TDDs. I mean, we've only tried that once and Twitch chat was like, no. The answer to that is no. There's another setup here. You know, I guess it would be good to have more sets of armor. But technically, you know, shouldn't need them. I've already got a couple of sets, so I do like all these weapons just laying around. They're adding to the balance. This guy doesn't have anything of value or any sort of value worth worrying about. That's it. Inventory's been a little bit skew-if. So maybe I'll have to rebind my multi-tool back to the V key. I don't know where I'd set that, or if I just unbind my helmet, you know, remove helmet, keybind. Maybe it'll just, maybe it's an auto bind for the multi-tool. Alright, I think that's about it. Nothing back here. No. Let's go. Get those last two dudes. And we'll head up to Everest. We'll go sell this box that's full. Maybe we'll just sell both boxes. Might as well, right? One of these boxes is, what, 2,100 credits? They're going to get me 1,100 for the box. So I'm going to get back 50% of the value of the box, plus its contents. So it makes sense to sell it. Rather than hauling it around with me and then potentially losing it. Just unbind the helmet and it'll be good. Yeah, Alt H is also... Yeah, that's a new one as well. That's what Alt H is for. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Alright, let's put this away. Actually, we'll get these out. He's limping. Look at him. He's injured. This dude's 165 meters away? What the hell is he doing out there? What is he doing out there? There he is. Can see flashes of, oh, you can see flashes of his purple here and there. He's fucking running away. Alright, I don't have time for this dude. Let's go stash this in the box. Maybe he'll follow us. That one's the full one. My inventory's still not working properly. Okay. He's running away! He's running away! It's amazing, he's scared. Okay. This inventory issue is a little disappointing. There he comes. %20 remaining. I think the server is having a moment. Or we're going to get ganked in a minute. I'll give the server some time to figure out what it's doing. Ooh. Okay, put the box that's full in the ship. We'll wait for the server to catch up with what it's doing. Otherwise, I guess we could take the box and that dude. We must remember to get rid of the body, because again, we can't carry the body with us. We'll get fined by chat for that. No landing with bodies in the ship. Oh yeah, hang on. I was going to say we could Alt F4, but then we'll end up with a trespassing issue. And if we fly away right now, we may... There we go. Did the mission complete? Yeah, lovely. Okay, so are we going to have a countdown, or are we going to go straight to trespassing? We've got a countdown, lovely. Do I know how to check inventory delay? I do. Alright, lovely. Alright, so what did I say? We'd get that second box about 60% full. We got pretty close. Give those a couple of minutes to catch up. Strip the rest of the stuff off this dude. This was the issue that we were having last night with inventory delays and stuff, and so I thought, look, I'll log off and find a better server. But I don't think I'm going to do that tonight, because that's how we ended up with, you know, an hour of menu simulator trying to log back in. So these boxes are on hiatus at the moment, 54%, so it's half full. Let's go. Found some decent money tonight on Argo's account. Rolling in the dough. That's that bit, that's that bit. We'll put that away. Let's get... change. Oh, let's put that pistol back up here. Oh, whilst we're here, we might as well put our med gun up there too. We're going back to Everest, so let's get changed. Cash buck dollary dues, Mr. Argo Hurston. So after this, now we're back to a clean slate. Thank you, Metaphysical, for this quest. For this Moby Glass mission. Lone Star Bandit. Sorry, mate. You bought the Cuddy Black starter pack and loving it. What should my next in-game ship be, or what do you recommend? I'd recommend you buy a rock mining vehicle. An ROC. They cost about 168 grand or something like that. It pairs up with the Cuddy Black quite nicely. You can fit in the Cuddy Black.
I'm already on a quest.
And go do some rock mining. If you're after some super chill industrial activity, rock mining, which we do heaps of here on the channel, is a super fun. Well, it's a super chill activity. Some people might not find it fun. It's a little bit point and click and wait sort of gameplay. I do have, as the regulars will know, many suggestions on how rock mining can be, greatly improved to make the experience a little bit more enjoyable. Yeah, I'd grab the rock and that then adds in a bunch of industrial gameplay. And rock mining can be a big money maker. While being relatively risk-free. Where do you go to mine? So any of the moons you can go and mine on. There's 3 different types of gems, and in order of their value, they are Hadanite, Aphrite, and Dolovine. Everyone pretty much looks for Aphrite because it sells at the mining outposts, on different moons, for 437 credits per gem. And each node that you break gives you anywhere between sort of 25, 26, 28, and 30 gems. And you can find them in clusters of, the biggest I've seen is 19 nodes in a cluster. And each of those is worth about 11 grand. But then there's certain moons where Hadanite really does well. And in the Stanton system, they're Aberdeen, Daymar, and Magda. Aberdeen's a pain in the ass to fly around in because it has a thick atmosphere. It's like flying in soup. It's very misty and hazy. It also has a very hot environment, so you need an atmospheric suit, like a Pembroke suit, something that can really withstand the heat to survive. Daymar's very good for Hadanite, but it's fully populated. Lots of people there, lots of locations, lots of, missions happen on Daymar. Magda, which is my personal favorite here in Stanton, there's nothing happening in Magda. There's 2 outposts. Every now and then people will be there for bounty missions and stuff like that. Set a course for Everest Harbour.
The star map is being updated, sir.
Crouch meant to say Hadanite, not Aphrite. Hadanite, Aphrite, and Dolovine. In order of their value. Magda's super chill. The best place right now is over in Pyro. Ignis, which is one of the moons around Pyro 5, is just constant Hadanite. Whereas the distribution of gems varies on different moons and stuff, and you'll find all 3 different gems and you fly around and, either mine them all or just look for Hadanite. But Ignis is the best for those people who just want to mine Hadanite, because it's pretty much all that's there on Ignis is just Hadanite. Okay, managed to get back to sell my gems. Can't escape New Babbage now, though. The trains are ghosts. Motherfigure just saw a message on a different server saying they're shutting down shards with a certain ID with less than 60 peeps on them. Your shard is one of them. Just a warning. But how Crouch's mining sessions go? Some would say it's fun. It's a fun activity. It's a super fun activity. Commander Alice, how are you, my friend? What did I miss? Managed to go back to sell my gems. Oh, you can't escape New Babbage now, right? Okay. The experiment went well though. 16 SEU total. There was over 250k of Dolovine in there, so it's worth grabbing at scale. Only if you're not prioritizing box space though. Yeah. Yeah, in the beginning, I just mine everything just so you can get used to the process and get used to the scanning, get used to the flying around and the finding of gems. And then once you understand how those mechanics work, then you can go, okay, now that I can fly around and quickly identify gems and clusters and, now I know how to find gems, now I'm going to start looking specifically for Hadonite. If we were on my main account, we'd go do some, we'd probably be rock mining. But we are on everyone's favourite bogan, the Ginger King, Mr. Argo Hurston's account for episode 14 of A Life Uncharted. Incredible. So here at Everest Harbour, we can cash in our boxes, and we're also going to be able to unlock an achievement, which is not really part of the game, it's part of my Life Uncharted. Oh my god! How did we just not die? How did we not die? Man, this landing gear, maybe my button on my stick is sticky or something like that, because the landing gear, I didn't think landing gear was down, right? So I clicked the button to put the landing gear down, but it lifted the landing gear up and we launched into the hangar at full speed. Alright. Let's run a quick repair. See if we need any of that business. Oh, we don't even need to repair. For some reason, all of our quantum fuel is gone, which is really interesting. Slash, welcome in, mate. How are you? There's also a button on the regular HUD Rhino that tells me if the landing gear is down. Gonna have a look at some of my vids. Yeah, go check out some of the streams and just skim through them, and you'll find lots of information there. Mother figure stuck loading back into the shard. Uh-oh. Alright, so let's get these boxes. Oh, these things might be ready now to go in here. Maybe not. Maybe they're just going to forever be inside my ship. Let's just move them around a little bit. Nope. Nope. The answer to that question is no. No, it does absolutely not need to be right in front of my face. I couldn't think of anything worse. It's like wake up in the morning with shit on your face. Some people might enjoy that, but I don't. Let's get rid of these. I haven't opened the advanced HUD once, and I have no plans to open it at all. I couldn't think of anything worse. More shit on the screen. I love the tactile nature of Star Citizen. It's what really got me invested in the game in the early days, was using the MFDs. Having to look down at the MFDs, click the buttons, press the buttons, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, the day I discovered hotkeys was the day part of my soul left. Alright. I just need to unbind all my hotkeys. That's really what I need to do. It's just too tempting now. What I need to do is I need to set up a full glass cockpit here with a whole bunch of gamer glass panels and stuff. Hotkeys not as bad as I bound to my sticks or panels though. Yeah, well, most of my hotkeys are bound to my sticks, but again, speaking from that tactile nature of, you know, pressing buttons and stuff in the game, I understand that, you know, I guess, you know, pressing a hotkey on a keyboard is kind of the equivalent, you know, analog action of doing something in the game. But, you know, I don't know. I like having to interact with the game, if that makes sense. Utilizing those MFDs and all that wonderful detail they've put into the cockpits and effort into the MFDs. And now somebody fired up a quest before, didn't they? Alright, let's go to the cargo center. Is there any way you can buy 8 SEU boxes in-game? I've got a hop? Why? Shard's going offline. What a load of shit. Where'd you see that? In global chat somewhere? If it was a message of the day, I'd listen to it, but if it was something in global chat without a reference... no. What's going to happen? I get booted off. Oh, no. Alright, what's in this box? 72 grand! That's a meaty mouthful! If we lose the boxes, we lose the boxes. That's not a big problem. You've watched me enough, man, to know that I don't really care about any of this. 27,000. Okay, so this box, the first box was 100% full, and that was 72,000. The second box was 50% full, and it's only worth 27,000. Let's do a character repair, motherfig. Alright, so there's 100,000 worth of loot out of 2 bunkers. 577k Argo is out of control, man. We are on the way to a 400i. Alright, so let's head up into the admin office. We'll go check if there's any quests in this area. And we'll unlock our junior contractor rating. We've got 7 quest points to spend, so I think we'll spend 5 of them on the junior contractor. We want to go to the Galleria. Look at this guy. Everyone's favourite bogan, the Ginger King.
What brings you in today?
I want to know if there's any quests here. Are there any quests here?
Can I help you?
You can. Are there any missions available? The people in this area need your help! They've offered you 3 missions. Sick.
Something I
Alright.
can do for you?
What's the mission? Oh my god. Well, there's no Moby Glass racing contract missions right now, so we're going to re-roll that one. You're not the boss of me, except any Moby Glass mission must be completed as a matter of priority. My god, what is going on tonight? This mission is not added to the quest log. Obviously, getting Moby Glass missions is amazing because we can earn huge amounts of money. This is an unfamiliar experience for Argo. But I'm not really after Moby Glass missions tonight. I really want to be building out that quest log and earning my reputation. Alright, so we're going... Second mission. Oh my word! It's a hauling contract.
I'm already on a quest.
We've already got 2 of those in the bank. Slash. I'm gonna have to figure out how I can limit that quest to like once per session. It's out of control. Alright, so we're gonna accept a hauling contract. Okay. And the last one.
Can I help you?
Okay, deliver some pyro multi-tool and a tractor beam attachment. Okay, add this to the quest log.
What brings you in today?
Let me pick this up from Everest. Is it going somewhere different? It is. It's going off to her L1. Oh, we're unlocking a refinery! Yes. Oh, it's not a new one? I have already unlocked her L1? Really?
Something I can do for you?
Oh, yeah. Alright. Let's cash in our junior contractor here. So, I need to finish building this out. Quest points, and we've spent 5 here. So we'll just do this temporarily. I've got to fix this up. Alright, so now we've got a junior contractor. So we've cashed in 5. I've got to change the wording of these. I'm slowly expanding and building these out. So a Moby-Glass mission of choice can be selected when you visit that location. I can do that once per game. So right now we've got to accept a hauling contract, which is perfect because we're here at Everest Harbour. I get to pick one, so we're going to obviously pick this assistant defending site. We've got to choose a hauling contract out of this list of 36. We're kind of looking for something that's got like 7 or 8. 6 and 5 is 11. 8 and 15 is too many. So collect waste from her L2 and her L5 and deliver it to Everest Harbour. That's only 6. So we're going to have to be careful about how we do these in which sequence, because if we're going to go do that bunker, we're going to want to take some loot boxes with us. But if we're taking loot boxes with us, then we'll have to go do the bunker and sell those boxes. So we might need to do the hauling mission first. So this is a good one because it's going to bring us back to Everest Harbour. We do need to go to 2 different locations, neither of which we have unlocked on the star map. So, from this perspective, we'll get temporary access to these locations so that we can go there as part of this job and then fly back. Actually, we've got heaps of cash. We could download. We could buy the data for a bunch of these new locations. And that was paying 50k. This one's paying 61k. It's 7 boxes. So we're delivering to 2 different locations though. So we're collecting silicon from Everest Harbour and then we're delivering out to her L4 and her L3. Her L3 is on the completely opposite side of the system. Sorry, Commander Alice. Yes, any of the cargo, any of the orbiting space stations where you've got a cargo center, you'll be able to buy boxes up to yeah, maybe the maximum is 8. You can buy 4 different size boxes, so 1 S2, 1 SCU, 2 SCU, 4, and 8 SCU. I'll be back in just a minute. You need to do long expeditions now, Alice, since bed logging is the only reliable way to get back into the game. Mr. Kane Ransom, how are you? So this could be a good one, although her L3 is on the other side of the system. It is paying 61k. Good night, sweetheart. 7 boxes. This one's paying 68. It's 6 boxes. Taking some down to Farnsway and some over to Tisa Spaceport. I like this one. This is a nice, quick, simple one. From Tungsten from Everest down to Tisa, 7 boxes, 50k. What was this other one that was paying 61? So this is going to 2 different places. I do like this one. This one's nice and simple. Collect Tungsten from Everest Harbour, which is where we are, and take it down to Tisa Spaceport. I like that one. Let's just do this one. Because these other ones seem to go to multiple places, which is why we're getting paid a little bit more for them. This one's nice. I like this one. You're good. I'm very well, thanks. I am very well. Having an amazing session tonight with everyone's favourite bogan, the Ginger King, Mr. Argo Hurston. We've got so many Moby Glass missions tonight, which is normally fantastic because, you know, we can earn huge amounts of money, which Argo's just not used to. But that's not really what I want to be doing tonight. This is what happens whenever I'm playing on Argo's account. What I have planned or what I would like to achieve that night just doesn't happen because things just go in a different direction. So for example, tonight, I wanted to be, you know, jumping into, you know, the quest log and you know, really picking up lots of side quests, adding in things to the quest log here so I can start earning more reputation points and unlocking more achievements. We've just unlocked this one. We spent 5 quest points on a junior contractor up here at Everest Harbour. But so far, it's just been Moby Glass mission after Moby Glass mission after Moby Glass mission. Now, we've also got 2 missions from Twitch chat. Which brings me back again to this whole concept of the people spending Tim Tams over on Twitch to fire up Moby Glass quests. So we've got 2 in the bank at the moment. Now, I don't know how to manage this, right? Because I might just turn it off for the time being because the contract manager is just not working. And I'm not sure if this hauling mission is going to actually work. I've had very poor luck trying to get it. I did one last night on my main account and it didn't complete. And because we've got a limited number of missions here...
I'm already on a quest.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing any of the 3 quests that people have spent their Tim Tams on. You can get stuffed. You can get stuffed. Let's go get this hauling contract done.
You are fined 1 credit for a violation of the verbal morality statute.
Let's do this thing.
Because right now the problem with the whole Twitch quests is the contract manager just can't support them, right? The whole concept being people can spend their channel points to fire up a Moby Glass quest, which Argo's not normally able to use the Moby Glass quest unless it's triggered by the quest system or by Twitch chat. Tonight's been out of control. Hang on. We need boxes. We can't take the boxes with us. We've got to come back here anyway to get boxes, so we might as well get the boxes when we come back.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been...
Let's just do this contract first. Then we'll come back here. We'll buy a couple more boxes for the next Moby Glass contract that we have, the bunker mission. Yeah, so people can spend their Tim Tams to fire up these quest, Moby Glass quests, or Moby Glass missions, contracts. But the Moby Glass just isn't working properly right now. So normally I'd use the dice roller to determine the category. There's only 4 right now, so well, in this case there's only 3, so we'd roll a 3-sided dice, and it chooses the category, and then hang on, it offers 4, and then within that category I would choose the mission that I wanted to do. But because there's a fairly significant restriction on the contracts here at the moment. That's making it very difficult. Plus, too many Moby-Glass contracts is breaking the Life Uncharted. It's breaking the whole point of a Life Uncharted, which is, you know, just living and adventuring around and picking up quests and, you know, discovering new locations. And as soon as you can do lots of Moby-Glass missions, the amount of money that can be earned is just out of control. So from that perspective, the issue that I've been having with the Twitch chat, or the quests from Twitch chat, is when do I activate those missions, right? Because sometimes they activate, you know, people spend their Tim Tams while I'm in the middle of Quantum out in space, where there's no missions, right? So then I've got to remember, okay, someone's, you know, spent Tim Tams to give Argo a Moby-Glass contract. And like right now, I think we've got 3. And it's not really what I want to be doing tonight, Moby-Glass missions. That's not the point. Argo is now a man in demand. So, you know, I guess it's a legitimate way for Twitch to derail the expedition. You know, it's a good way to troll Argo, right? You know, he's got all these plans for what he wants to do. You know, he wants to unlock he wants to unlock some achievements, and but that just doesn't seem to be happening. I think, okay, so maybe the server is being shut down. Oh, socket error. Unable to send data. If the problem persists, please check your internet connection. Okay. I set myself up for it. Yeah, exactly. You gave us chaos button and you expect us not to fucking press it? It's true. It's very true. Alright, let's go in. You guess that one guy in Global was right? Rhino, you got kicked also? Alright, let's head on in. Oh, we've got some fees to pay, don't we? It's 1,000 credits for landing permissions. 7 up here in Everest Harbour because Argo has a level 1 rep here. And we've landed there 3 times. Once, certainly just then. I don't know. I'm going to say 3 times. All right, let's go. I've kept my contracts? What the fuck? On a completely different server and I've kept my contracts? Are you serious? That's incredible. Ah, man. Yeah, they're the only places. New Deal at Lawville, at the spaceport. And Area 18, you want to go into the main city, and there'll be a place there called Astro Armada. You could look them up on the mini-map and just follow the waypoint there. They're the only 2 places in Stanton to buy the ships Alright, so I wonder if the cargo's still going to be in my hangar, right? Let's go. We'll do a very Argo run to the hangar. Do I have a hangar? Let's have a look. No. Okay. So I wonder where the cargo is going to be. Still have the mission. That's incredible. They persisted across servers.
Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to
That's amazing. I'm genuinely impressed. Orison still sells... oh, yeah, and Orison. Yeah, sorry. You can go to the Orison, the Crusader showroom. So I wonder if the boxes are going to be in my warehouse, or if the mission is actually broken. Yeah, there's no boxes here. Yeah, so on the Cloud View platform at Orison is the Crusader showroom. It's on the top floor of the Crusader building. And you can buy some of the Crusader ships there. Okay, so that... let's check what contracts I do actually have. So, this one we're not going to be able to do, right? Because we need to collect the tungsten from Everest, and it's not here anymore. This one we can do. And this bounty hunter mission. Oh yeah, this one was one we accepted, but we couldn't do because we were having issues with the pips, right? What's work in progress, Motherfig? They're supposed to persist on a 30k, says Rhino. Motherfig saying it's a work in progress. Trying to make persistent missions, yeah. That's amazing. What are the odds that contract will behave itself? Not very much. The odds aren't good. All VLRTs must be done in a prospector. For Argo, he doesn't have a prospector. Okay, so I guess we can abandon this one. And whilst we're here, we'll use one of our Twitch quests to pick up another one. I'm just going to choose it. Nine's too many. 10's too many. 7's good, but it's 45k. 90. 10. 9. 14. 9. 10. 8. We could squeeze 8 in. It's taking us to 2 different destinations. 10's too many. 8 we could squeeze in. It's taking us out to her L3. 7. Collect titanium from Everest Harbour and deliver it to Secura Sun. Alright, let's accept this. What do I think about the new Misc Fortune for Argo? I can see Argo seeing himself in a Fortune over a Drake Vulture. Simply because the Fortune has a more, from Argo's perspective, a more sexy appeal. You know, it's curvy, it's round, it's bulbous, it's like a spaceship. It's not as hard, it's not as hard as the Vulture is. So, you know, I can certainly see Argo in a Fortune. Isn't the Vulture a better fit for Argo? Probably. It's probably a better fit for him, but what would Argo think he would be better in? I think Argo thinks he would be better in a Fortune. Argo's a freaking bogan who thinks he's not a bogan. Argo thinks he's like black tie, suit and tie, should be invited to all the hoity-toity events. You know, that's who Argo thinks he is. But he's actually just a bogan who belongs in a Drake. He's happy with the meat pie and can of Coke. No, that's not fine dining for him. Not at all. No, that's who Argo is, but not who Argo thinks he is. Argo thinks he's like, there's a reason when he got married to Amelia, he changed his name to Hurston instead of Amelia taking his name. She wouldn't have done that anyway, but he was quite happy to take her name because she's a Hurston, right? And he was like, these are my people. These are my people. Argo not using Argo ships is just wrong. You thought he was a macho man with that mullet? No, he's just a bogan who thinks he's not a bogan. Alright, so I think we forgot to cancel one of these contracts. I think this is the one we need to abandon. Okay, we still have 2 missions. Okay, that's fine. He needs an origin mining ship. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I keep saying, you know, that's where Argo sees himself, in a 400i. That's where Argo thinks he belongs, right? You know. The bogan in denial, such a complex character. He's so good. I love him so much. That needs to be refilled. Alright, so this stuff is going to Sakura Sun. And the ship is not really ideally placed for loading. I guess we can move it. That complicates the situation slightly. So we got 3 of the boxes onto the ship, and the others just got lost on the freight elevator, hey? Alright. Well, that might be some good useful feedback for the freaking... What's it called? The, bug reporting tool. Oh my god, I forgot what it's called. Oh, a little bit close. That'll do. What was the second other than Hurston? Yeah, Area 18 at ArcCorp. Thank you, Kane. Alright, let's go. So we'll do this hauling contract. We still do have 2 Twitch contracts in the bank. We'll see how this hauling contract works out. Maybe we'll do another hauling contract. Nice and quick and simple. But they're not doing much for earning reputation. In A Life Uncharted, obviously we're earning reputation for the in-game systems. Which is also what we want. But not freaking tonight. Well, look, we've done what we wanted to do, I suppose. We wanted to unlock the Junior Contractor achievement here at Everest Harbour, and we've done that. We already had the quest points to spend. Right. Can leave that tool on our belt, I suppose. Ravixi, how are you? Gotta love it when you get 11 seizures and are extremely sick the entire day. Man, I don't think anyone would love that, and it sounds absolutely terrible, and I feel very bad for you. I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. I hope the rest of the day or evening is going to be okay. My stepbrother used to suffer from, and probably still does, I haven't seen him for a long time, my foster brother. Used to suffer from seizures. HDFS Hiram. Okay, so let's just readjust. We're going to Sakura Sun, right? So let's put in Sakura Sun. Magnolia Work Center. Alright, let's make a little jump down to Hurston. Trying to chow down food, but you can't even swallow anything right now. That's terrible. Alright, Sakura-san Magnolia Work Center. Alright, let's go. Is the hauling contract going to work? Be a nice, quick, easy 50 grand for Mr. Argo Hurston. He's well on his way. So the Vulture is 2.6 million. The Fortune's not going to be able to be bought in-game until, you know, closer towards the end of the year. It's normally 3 patch cycles. So the Vulture obviously unlocks salvaging. It's a specific game loop, right? Could also run some cargo in it. Obviously, you can. It's got a 12 SCU cargo grid, but you can fit obviously a lot more than 12 boxes in the back of the Vulture. So I guess from that perspective, you know, it can do some hauling contracts as well, sort of up to 24 or whatever boxes in the back. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 boxes loaded from the back. It's the same cargo capacity of the Nomad, and the Nomad you can't extend that, because you can't get boxes inside the ship, so you really are just restricted to the 24 SE on the cargo unit of the Nomad. So they both have the capacity to haul cargo. The Vulture is 2.6 million, the Nomad is 1.6, so it's 1 million credits cheaper. I mean, we're a long way off, these numbers here. But then they both provide 2 different industrial, loops, right? The Vulture is a dedicated salvage ship, whereas the Nomad can also do the hauling that the Vulture can do as a sort of a secondary thing. But its primary industrial gameplay is, the ability for it to haul a rock around and go gem mining. So from that perspective, and given it is a million credits cheaper, it probably makes way more sense to, grab a Nomad. And I can totally see Argo in a Nomad. Right now the ship, this one, the Archie Bunker, the Cutter Rambler, it's not Argo's ship really, It was given to him by his ex-wife Amelia after their divorce. It belonged to Amelia's brother. And she gave it to Argo because she didn't want it, and her brother didn't want it. He's fucked off on his 890 jump on some highfalutin adventure somewhere, and it's been gone for years. So it was in storage, which is why it's all messed up, and it's why at the beginning of the Life Uncharted series it didn't have any components and stuff. We had to work our way up and get all of those things. But it's not really Argo's ship. He loves it, partly because it came, Amelia gave it to him, and it's his ticket to freedom, so to speak, and rebuilding his life. But the Nomad, that will be his ship. That's he's gonna buy that ship. So The C1 is only 3.1 million. Maybe a better option for rock mining and hauling. So, that's where Argo would like to see himself in. So I can see a progression here from the Nomad to the Vulture. And then, he trades in the Nomad, right, for the C1. But yeah, tonight's been out of control. It's fairly normal for Argo to earn sort of around 40 to 50 grand per episode. So, only 3.1 million is, another 20 episodes. I guess right now, he is on his way up, right? Let's park a little bit closer to one of these freight elevators. And he's making friends, Argo, out there in the world. Twitch chat is loving Argo, and they're throwing Moby Glass quests and stuff his way. So he's leveling up. So maybe we can expect to see him start to regularly earn 100,000, 150,000 per episode. What about a prospector if he doesn't like the Vulture? Possibly. So we've got those two options. I need to open the back door. We've got those two options for prospecting right now. It's basically the Misk Prospector or the Argo Mole. I can't really see Argo in a prospector. Simply because it doesn't really have the sort of it doesn't have a really nice living area. I guess in some ways it's very similar to the Nomad, but and obviously I can see Argo in a mole, but the mole is just a bit next level. So I guess we've got 4 main industrial professions that Argo can get involved in: hauling, rock mining or gem mining, prospecting, and salvaging, right? They're the 4 main industrial, professions. Hauling stuff, mining either rocks or gems, and then salvaging stuff. Is he allowed to rent ships? Not at the moment, which is why it's amazing to have so many Moby Glass missions, but he needs to... so Argo needs to unlock all of these things that just happen in the game by default, right? So right now he can't access Vantage Rental at Lawville, pretty much because of his backstory, right? His separation from Amelia, the stint in prison that he did afterwards, the fact that he's still using the Hurston name, that's upset the Hurston family. Amelia's not high up in the Hurston family, it's quite a big family, right? But she's still a Hurston. And the executive levels of the Hurston family are pissed off that he's still using their name. They're pissed off that he married Amelia. They're pissed off that she's tried to help him after their separation. They're pissed off that he was caught in Lawville, doing some petty crimes and spent some time in Klesha. And so he has to unlock all this stuff. He needs to prove himself back to the Hurstons. He needs to re-earn their trust. And as part of that, the Hurston family has pretty much locked down anything that Argo's allowed to do. For example, the TDDs, right? He can't just go to the TDDs to sell any salvage. He's got to go there in disguise and then potentially get busted by Twitch chat until he rebuilds that reputation with Hurston. So from Vantage Rental's perspective, he's going to have to prove to them that he's a reliable, trustworthy person. So he's going to have to do missions and quests and errands for those guys before they give him the ability to rent ships. Alright, let's send these down. So at the moment he can't rent ships. Long story, long answer to a very simple question. Alright. 7 of 7. Contracted orders. We've got 45 minutes left to complete this. Confirm. Transferring to the warehouse. Prospector, he would need to rent a cargo ship every time he has to sell. Yeah, I think the contract complete! Is there anything from here? Again, we've still got some Twitch contracts under my belt, which I'm just going to choose these hauling contracts. Normally, I would have to roll the dice, but given, you know, these missions aren't working, you know, I can't do MRTs. I don't have a salvage ship. You know, okay, so this is some of the quests that he needs to do for Vantage Rental, is to salvage some of these ships, which is what I was kind of hoping to do with a cambio tool. Go out there and hand scrape some arrows and stuff. It shouldn't take too long. It'll take a while, but and it'll be a fun experience. So from that perspective, we've got 2 more Twitch contracts at the moment. I really need to refill this water. I'll be back in just a minute. Can you not sign up for a tour on someone's crew? 100%, but I'm very particular about that sort of stuff. I don't use global chat, and so the only other way it's going to be able to work is if I bump into somebody who's prepared to use VoIP to, you know, fucking live in the verse, and then say, hey, listen, you know, do you want to come with me on my ship? But that never happens. I've done a lot of that in the past when VoIP was working, but VoIP doesn't work right now, so... And I'm not going to go in global chat. That's, you know, I'd rather swim around in my toilet. But otherwise, yes, if you wanted to do some work with Argo, then you'd have to come and find him in-game, which a couple of people have done. Acorn did it, Rhino did it, Motherfig have done it. And that's the only way I add friends to Argo's account, is if I meet them physically, face-to-face in the game. Again, you know, Argo is a very heavily role-played character. And so I try to make it as painful as possible. So what we're looking for is contracts to take stuff from this location away. Given that we're already here, the fucking answer to this question is no. No, nothing here. I have never stream sniped you. No, but you've found Argo in game and become friends with him. Slash, how are you, my friend? Feels like servers are having a rough weekend. Been on 3 different servers with balked elevators. Yeah, the elevators are bad right now. Okay, so there's no contracts here. Let's get out of here. We'll head back up to Everest. We'll pick ourselves up a couple more loot boxes, because we've got that mission over at Hiram to do. I found you. I find that unlikely. This is not the truth. Were you streaming, or was it a natural encounter? So Argo is a stream-only account. I only ever play on this account when I'm streaming, because there's no way I'd have the willpower to play like this offline. I only play like this because it's fun, right? When I'm streaming. Ah, fuck yeah. For example, I totally forgot. We got to pay 1,000 credits to land here. Landing permissions. Like, if I was playing offline, I'd never do this. But these are all the rules. You know, Chat finds me for all the just silly nonsense, but never any of the rules. So one of the rules is whenever you land somewhere, there's 1,000 credit landing fee. You know, these are all the money sinks the game just doesn't have in it right now. It's just money, fist over fist over fist over fist, buy another ship. Millions of credits, buy another ship. There's nothing that takes money away from you, which is critical to the game having any sort of balance. So I have to remember to do all this stuff. So 1,000 credits for landing here, plus we've landed up at Everest, I think, 3 times. But Argo has leveled up his reputation at Everest, so instead of 1,000, it's 700, and he's landed there 3 times. So it's 2,100, right? I was napping, minding. Oh, the door's closing. Lucky it's a small ship. What nonsense are you saying? You were napping, minding. Oh, this is very true. You were napping, minding your own business, and he barges into the building, looting the place, and wakes me up. Actually, I think that is true. I think I did reach out to him on Discord and say, Argo's in some trouble. Can you come and rescue him? I know a few of them would go and find Starstream's rock mining. People always come and find streamers. Always. It's very... I've never been stream sniped. But I've had people from the chat, you know, track me down in game. Come and say hello. And so that's the only way I'll add friends to Argo's account, is if you come and find me in game, which you can obviously do if I'm streaming, because it's the only time I ever play him and you know exactly where he is. Alright. Set a course for Everest Harbour. See, look, there he is. There he is. I knew it was going to be him. I saw the little chevron of a ship. And, you know, who else would it be? We need a way to repair the rocks when out in the field. You wouldn't need spares if we could. Yeah, that'd be lovely to be able to repair rocks. Be able to take spare parts with you and change them on the fly. But to do that, the rock's going to have to be completely redesigned. And when they do that, I hope they get rid of that little hopper at the back and allow us to, you know, mag lock in a 1SCU box. Give us access to the components so we can swap those in and out. Give us the ability to mag lock in a 1SCU box. And give us the ability to track to beam off, like you can on the Prospector, the laser head and the laser arm, so that we can replace those in the field. And then that, my friends, will be a wonderful day. Contact landing services.
Acknowledged. CLS has been contacted. Awaiting confirmation.
Alright, let's go. Is upgrading a thing in 4.0 for the rock? Well, you can upgrade the components, but it's not necessary. The rock will function perfectly fine without upgrading the components. And upgrading the components doesn't make it any better. There was a time when there was a point to upgrading the rock, but at the moment there don't seem to be any difference. Starstreams has a very good video. I think he calls it the Super Rock to Super Rock, and so that's still very much valid. I think that was made way back in 3.17, 3.16 or something. But that video is still very relevant for today. We've lost game audio. I think when we get outside the ship it'll come back. Yep, there we go. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to buy a couple of boxes. What we might do is, because we've got funds... Good evening, sir! What a pleasant day, and are you in funds? Let's go buy a bunch of boxes that we've got here at Everest. So we've got some sitting here because we have funds. Again, we're restricted really to the 1 SEU boxes. Yeah, coming back to the ship, speaking of boxes and all that sort of stuff, and 1 SEU boxes. I think the Nomad is the next immediate, or the next obvious choice. Let's slow down. There's no need to be running around everywhere like a crazy bogan. The Nomad is the next obvious choice for Argo. It increases his hauling capacity. It has a nice living quarters, but absolutely shocking storage and weapons racks. So, from that perspective, I'd be happy just to write it off. From that perspective. Again, because Argo needs to carry a lot of stuff with him. You can constantly see I'm in and out of my locker, constantly having to get changed again because of can't wear armor and stuff in the cities, can't carry weapons. So I need to have a ship that allows him to be able to, store that stuff, efficiently. And the Nomad just doesn't have, good weapon racks. It's got 2 weapon slots to store, long arms, but that's it. And right now, the storage that they've apparently added to the Nomad doesn't seem to work. So, from that perspective, the Nomad, it makes it very difficult for the Nomad to be a liveaboard for Argo. He looks a bit like Chuck Norris. Yeah, people have said that. All right. Grab a couple of boxes. The errand system here is not working for Everest Harbour. I've done something to the script, so I need to fix those up. But otherwise, the errand system... errands. Are there any errands here? Oh, things are quiet at the moment. There's only 1 errand available. Okay, what's the errand? And so normally... so we paid 305 credits to complete this errand. Fine. And this is the errand here. So go to Perimeter Gate 6 to the Covalex cargo terminal and pick up something. It's imaginary. And take it back to the Perimeter Gate number 4 to the train station. So for some reason it's still only picking up all of the locations at Lawville. So I might need to add a filter at the top up here first to be able to specify my location. This is where I am. So that when it looks through the list of locations, for example, we're up here at Everest Harbour, here are all the locations it will send us to. So here are all the ones for Lawville, and some for Microtech and other places, and here are all the locations that I've found in Everest Harbour where I could run errands. Early game sort of stuff. Go get this, take this over there, and it earns credits towards Argo's reputation here at Everest Harbour. And as he earns those points, he can spend those points to unlock different achievements. And I really want to flesh this out. But it's not working right now, which is why I'm not. Otherwise, we'd go across to those counters and talk to the NPCs and see if they've got any errands available. Taking out 3 rocks at a time, Alice, instead of the DS. Need spares. Just need to get out of New Babbage. Been fine for a week away from stations and landing zones. Yeah. No, there isn't anything else in the price range for the Nomad that really compares to it. So we're going to grab some of these 2 SEU containers. Let's get 10 of them. 20. What the fuck? 624 grand. We're 1 million credits away from a Nomad. Mr. Muskup, how are you? How come hand mining doesn't work? Yeah, there's a problem at the moment with the interface on the mining, on the multi-tool with the mining attachment. I think Motherfig was saying that the interface works if you buy a multi-tool, but it doesn't work if you find one. But it does work, as Rhino says, it does work, but you've just got to listen. It takes some practice and experience to be able to say, is the rock overheating or not? And it obviously depends on Hadonite, Aphorite, and Dolomite. They're all slightly different. But, yeah, you can do it. Like Rhino says, skills. You can do it without the interface. It's just more challenging. Okay, let's buy 10 of these boxes. Otherwise, yeah, sometimes I've had the interface work perfectly fine. Sometimes it doesn't work. I don't know what the deal is. It does not appear that anyone is happy to see the king. What has changed? What has changed? People have cottoned on to the fact that Argo is a bogan and not actually the Ginger King. No, he's just squatting down, releasing the arse cheek so he can take a better fart. That's what we come to After Dark for, the professional commentary. You just shoot rock and move the power up and down, right? Yeah. 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 Fire your laser at the rock, apply full power, and then as you start to see the rock visually heating up, dial your power back. How fast and how much power you dial back depends on the node. So for example, if you're mining something like Aphorite and you power it all the way up and the rock starts to, starts to glow and you pull power all the way back, it'll drop out and you'll have to start again. If you're mining Hadonite and you've got full power and you drop too much power out, it'll cool down too quickly. Conversely, with Aphorite, you want to heat it up and then bring all the power all the way back and then just dial it up just a little bit. It just takes a bit of experience. Alright, we've got ourselves a couple of boxes. Actually, we're just going to run over to the burrito bar at maximum velocity. Grab ourselves some water.
I don't know if there's anything I can help you with. Hi, welcome to the store.
Yeah, so I can't remember what, I think it was Motherfig. I can't remember what he was saying. Maybe he was saying it only works with found multi-tools and doesn't work with bought ones. So it might be worthwhile traveling around to some of the, mining outposts or the mining settlements and going through the loot boxes, the grey loot boxes, because that's where you can find multi-tools, and seeing if you can find a multi-tool and test that out. Crouch, that defense mission is either bugged and non-existent or someone's about to complete it for you. Which one? The Hiram one? Oh no, the UI thing is not works with found but works with bought. So okay. Someone just landed there without a hitch. Uh-oh. Well, this is the quest that got carried over from the previous server, right? So, who knows what's happening with that. So you heard, Motherfig, not tested. Let's get a couple of boxes up here. Let's get the ship out. Let's move at a higher speed. Let's get the ship out. It's probably a phantom quest. You'd probably get fired at. Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. Is that the missions have carried over, but the mission details themselves haven't. Like, for example, you know, those boxes, or wherever they're probably despawned, I think. From the previous hauling mission, we didn't have the other boxes still sitting here on the elevator, so we couldn't complete the mission, right? So this might be the same. Is that, you know, that assistant defending site mission could just be a ghost mission. The mission itself still exists, but it's not actually real, if that makes any sense. Right, now he's talking about hand mining. He has a prospector, but he's interested in hand mining. Oh, I tried the prospector and it straight blew up the rock. Oh, okay, right, I see, yeah. No, you can't use the prospector to mine those nodes, as Rano says. You need the rock mining vehicle to mine those nodes. The prospector will just disintegrate them. The prospector is so much more powerful than the rock mining vehicle, the ROC, the remote ore collector. I don't think you can anymore, Motherfig, because the laser heads have a minimum power. I haven't tried it since the Great Mining Refactor. In the past, you could by just very gently and quickly tapping your prospector laser on 0%, and you could break the rock mining nodes. But now that they have like minimum power percentages, I don't know if it's possible. But then again, I haven't tried it for a long time. Alright, let's get ourselves some boxes. I always thought it was an arrow too, but yeah, it is a very... It is a very bad drill. Like a little spiral. You can with the arbor mining head from a long distance. It's very hard to do. Okay. All minables have that icon, Motherfig? Do they? I thought the gems have a different icon. I haven't honestly paid enough attention. Alright, so I guess we are now back to square one, right? We can't get rid of this mission. It won't let us abandon it. We're probably not going to be able to get rid of this one. And we're probably not going to be able to get rid of this one. These might be account bound now. I'm forever going to have these contracts. Until maybe I do a character repair or something. Alright, so let's have a look. I do still have 2 quests from Twitch chat. I was going to say we could do one of these salvage contracts, but so I could start earning reputation to unlock Vantage Rentals. But I will get that from Vantage Rentals when I go there. There's no point spending one of the Twitch chat quest coupons. Really, at this point, the only option is another hauling contract. You reckon I should untrack all the missions, Motherfigure, and then try it?
Twitch is broadcasting a new follower alert, sir.
Track.
Bertici is now
Untrack.
following on Twitch. Welcome
Abandon.
to After Dark.
No. Thank you for the follow, Bert Techie. Welcome in, mate. I appreciate you following over there on Twitch. Welcome. These are the missions that carried over from the server that we got booted off and got carried over to this server when we logged on. So I think that these are just bound now. Like, this character's not even on this server. Burl Brunk. I don't think we can track. No. Track. I can't see what this says. Track. Untrack. Abandon. Accepted. Hauling. Submit this contract. No. They're just stuck there now forever. You had that and it worked for you. Alright, let's have another look at another one of these hauling contracts, right? They need to get rid of rep loss for abandoning missions until they fix this stuff. I thought that's what they did. I thought that's what they did. You don't lose rep now when you abandon contracts. This is 8 boxes going to 2 different places. 10 boxes, too many. 8 boxes. Some silicon from Everest Harbour out to Her L3. That's again on the other side of the system. Actually, you know, we could go there. This isn't going to unlock Her L3 for us, but it will take us there. And when we're there, we'll be able to check if there's any quests at Her L3. And I guess when we get there, we can go to the admin center and buy the data for Her L3. Check if there's any quests, and then we can start unlocking things in the Crusader area. Here we go. Collect corundum from Everest Harbour and take it down to Tisa. Let's do this one. Yeah, this was the new one, right? Corundum. Why do you keep playing this song? I think it might be time to change the playlist. Alright, this is the quirky playlist. Alright. Now we've got to get rid of these boxes, which we've just put in here. And we might move the ship just to make it easier to load. I don't mind these hauling missions. I'm quite happy to do hauling missions. But trading? Not super keen on trading. Alright, let's send this down, then we'll move the ship. Where are we at? 4 hours. Oh, it's almost 1 o'clock. This might have to be the last mission. Again, we try to keep these sessions with Argo fairly short, around the 4 hours mark. Plus, I'm picking up a rental truck at 8 in the morning to do the final move out of my warehouse. So we cannot have another monster stream like we did last night. it's been an absolutely phenomenal session for Argo tonight. We've just made so much cash buck dollar dues. Over 200 grand. Trading is fun and enjoyable, says Slash. It would be lovely to just keep playing and playing and playing, but it's not a sensible thing to do. Because I really do enjoy playing on Argo's account. But, you know, like I said, Argo's a stream-only account. And what really makes it fun is, you know, presenting this experience of A Life Uncharted for you guys. That's what makes it fun. I don't think, like I said, I wouldn't have the willpower to play like this offline. Well, actually, all we've been doing tonight is just regular missions. This has probably been the actual first normal Star Citizen experience that Argo's ever had, you know, from the perspective of, you know, Star Citizen, you know, missions and stuff. Normally he's hunting around looking for fucking berries and golden medmans. Flying around to different outposts, but we've just had an abundance of Moby Glass contracts tonight. I can be sensible when I grow up. I do unfortunately need to be sensible tonight. No, it's just one of those little baby trucks, right? 4.5 ton little moving van. You know, one of those little hire trucks that you can drive on a car license. Not the big trucks that I'm sure Rhino drives. Clear navigation.
Understood, sir. Accessing Skylink and clearing route.
Men grow old, we don't grow up. Yeah, those missions are great. You were stacking 4 or 5 of them in the cuddy to start making money. Yeah, that's one thing I love about the, you know, the hauling missions. I'd love to be able to see more filters in there. Is, you know, looking for the missions that you can stack well together. And yeah, these are going to Lawville, right? We're going to Tisa. And putting together your route. Okay, I'm picking these ones up from here and then taking them over to here. Is there anything from there to the next place? Oh, hang on. This contract takes me to that location and this one. There's nothing from that location. So if I go there and drop off first and then go over to this one, I can do the drop off. But then I can also pick stuff up from this location and then go. You create this whole chain. Yeah, I really liked that. So it's nice to actually see that these are working. Stream Angel Unlimited, Approach Limited. Did you see that? It said Dark Acorn, and then he noticed it was coming onto the stream, and he was like, I'll quickly change that and update it. How? Wizardry. Stream Angel Unlimited, Proprietary Limited. It's back to Dark Acorn. Oh, I get it. I just don't know how you're doing it. Alright. This is usually Argo's hangar. Oh, what? They put me next door. Rude. I'm in a small hangar. Lame. Might orientate ourselves around here. Alright, let's offload some boxes. It's been an absolutely epic adventure tonight with Argo. We have achieved 0 of what we wanted to do, which was basically to pick up some random quests and run around and do those. Oh yeah, the door. But that's how it normally goes with Argo, is I have sort of a loose idea or plan in my mind, and then everything just, that doesn't work, that plan. Something completely different happens. But whatever happens, hang on, wait a minute. Deliver shipment. Oh no, yeah, I'm delivering these ones to Tisa. Yeah, okay. Whatever happens is always fun. And we've made a buttload of money tonight for everyone's favourite bogan, the Ginger King, Mr. Argo Hurston. It does make sense that his, progression path is going to, bringing him into contact with the Nomad. As much as it doesn't have the sort of facilities that we have here in the cutter, in terms of, the storage locker, not just like a little thing under the bed, but like the locker and the beautiful weapon racks. And the rain on the glass used to look like a grainy mess on your old GPU, Commander, so glad I upgraded. How happy will he be when he gets a 400i? That's gonna be interesting to see what happens, right? Alrighty, let's see if we can cash this one in. I need to bring tungsten here, but I can't get the tungsten. Maybe if I try and get tungsten from somewhere else, it'll work. That was technically what we were supposed to be able to do with these missions. Is to be able to just, accept a mission to bring stuff to a certain location. Where you got that stuff from doesn't really matter. But that's obviously not what has been implemented. That completed, right? Pretty damn quickly too. 654,000 contracts. Corundum from Everest down to Tisa, and titanium from Everest down to Secura Sun. Yes, sir! Now we've got one more Twitch quest. Is there anything from Tisa? Say back up to Everest. It's normally from, stations down to the surface. And because we're in obviously the Hurston area, it's 109 SEU of stims from Tisa up to Everest. How many trips would that take us? You actually like that ship name? You might keep it for a while. I didn't realize you could rename your ships. Like, just constantly. I thought, like, you get it, you know, a certain number of renames every, you know, it's time limit based. Alright, nothing here. Nothing from Tisa out. It should be one for 30 to 40, 34 to 37k, you reckon? Stream Angel Unlimited, proprietary limited. From Everest, Greenglade. From Everest. Yeah, there's nothing here. Alright, whereabouts are we? Let's get this ship squared away. We might need to move it a little bit. Let's get this tool back on the rack. Oh, actually... No, the boxes are up at Everest, right? Right, let's get out of here. I think we'll go nap in the ship. What an epic session. So I think at the start we were sort of up around the 400 grand mark, maybe 420, 422 or something like that. So we've earned 200 grand tonight with Argo. And that's epic, man. Absolutely epic. We did manage to unlock an achievement up at Everest Harbour. So now once per session we can go to Everest Harbour to get a Moby Glass mission of our choice. So I want to keep working on some of those for next time. You know, that's just going to organically happen. I've really got to have a think about this Twitch chat and the whole quest thing. I might need to just up it to like 5,000 Tim Tams. It's been absolutely epic. What a fantastic session. Mr. Argo Hurston making his way up in the world. Let's get that off. Let's jump out into space a little bit. I can limit it on Twitch. Oh yeah, once per stream or per user. Yeah, that's true.
One credit for a violation of the verbal morality statute.
Because you had some Tim Tams laying around. Set a cooldown. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Alright, that's that. Let's jump up and put Mr. Argo to bed until we get him out for the next episode. Episode 15 next! What the hell, man? Episode 15. We've had 14 episodes of this ridiculous adventure with everyone's favourite bogan, the Ginger King, Mr. Argo Hurston. It's been absolutely epic. And as much as I do want to keep playing, I do need to go to bed. Got to get up around 7. 6 hours rest. Thank you so much, everyone. Let me jump in to Twitch. We'll see where we can send everyone on Twitch. 8 likes tonight on the old YouTube. We didn't get the love for Argo tonight over on YouTube. And those pinned messages, people just see the pinned message and they're like, I'm not going to fucking press the like button. Let me see where I can send people on Twitch. We'll send a small raid out to we'll send you over to Moz's channel, who's been up for half an hour. Good night, Kane Ransom. Ake was saying Moz, yeah. Let me queue up that raid for Moz. Put a 2-hour or 1-hour cooldown. Yeah. We need to do something like that. It's been absolutely wonderful. I shall see everybody possibly tomorrow night, although we'll see how we go. I was saying last night we might have a group industrial gameplay session tomorrow night, but I've done nothing to organise that, so we might organise something for next week. Until the next time, though, I hope you all have fun. I hope you will be healthy and well, and I will catch you next time. Take care. See ya.